For AYYASH and his family, this is their favorite part of the day. It's when they all sit together after work and school to enjoy the impressive views from their home, which is on a hilltop just south of Beirut. But they say for most of the past year, living here has been a misery. All of the children have become sick and need to take medicines regularly. AYYASH says Lebanon's trash crisis is to blame. It started last summer after a main landfill was closed. This landfill near his home was reopened at the time to accommodate the overflow of trash. Although it's now closed again and has been covered in soil, AYYASH says it's still making his family sick.
Although this landfill was closed 5 months ago, the stench is still here. They keep telling us they aren't throwing any more garbage here. But if that's the case, why are we still assaulted by this bad smell?
The stench here became so bad that earlier this year, AYYASH moved his family to another apartment. But after several months of paying rent elsewhere, he says his savings ran out and he had no choice but to come back.
Although this landfill is now closed, the fear is that it will be reopened and trash will be brought here. That's because garbage has been piling up again on the streets of Lebanon, and the Ministry of Health is warning of another spike in illnesses across the country.
Piles of garbage can be seen clogging up streets in at least 46 municipalities across Lebanon. The rivers of trash returned just 6 months after the long-running trash crisis appeared to be over. In March, the government announced a temporary 3-year plan that included reopening 2 landfills and promised to build new recycling facilities and a waste treatment plant. But most of those promises have not been met, and not only is public anger growing, so too are doctors' concerns.
The basic infrastructure is really terrible, and as such there is a lot of public health hazard, not only to people but also to all living creatures in Lebanon, including animals and definitely including the vegetation.
A few municipalities have launched their own recycling initiatives, but many others have resorted to burning their rubbish, often in residential areas. Recent environmental studies have found air contamination in these neighborhoods are typically 400 times worse than pollution in industrial areas, and the rates of bacterial and viral infections have gone up by 30% over previous years, something FAYYAD AYYASH and his family know all too well and feel powerless to do anything about. Imtiaz Tyab, Al Jazeera, D'Amour Baewerta, Lebanon.